of a bridge to sell you. Take a listen.
So the discharge petition from Thomas Massey and Ro Khanna, I hope I'm using the right word, will ripen soon.
Well, no, I don't. I guess it would if they get the right signature.
If they get the signature,
but it's
ripen
now a moot point. It's not even necessary.
I mean, you don't think it's going to happen?
There may be a floor vote of one measure or another. We have our own resolutions to do all this, but I don't. It's sort of not necessary at the point because the administration is already doing this. They're turning it over.
So I don't think that Congressman Khanna and
Yeah, I like that summit with
what I've heard, and I don't know
Ukraine without the Ukrainian president.
They have as signatories of that.
Present.
Think that if they do get the signatures, will you allow that to come to a vote?
We might not even wait for that. We have our own resolutions to affect this same thing, but. The process is playing out as it should, and very soon the American people will have that information, and they should have had it all along. That's my
2 weeks.
But you can't guarantee there'll be a vote on the discharge petition.
There probably will be a vote of some sense, but we've got to get everybody collected again and build consensus around that.
Oh, you quit 2 weeks early, so you wouldn't have to go to a vote.
Two incredibly important things I want you to remember. First of all, we're going to be covering this all week on the app. The House Mike Johnson was the person who directly helped cover up the entire Matt Gaetz scandal. This was about a year ago. I mean, it went on for a few years, but about a year ago, Representative Matt Gaetz, former Representative Matt Gaetz of Florida, was being investigated by the DOJ for having essentially a sex trafficking ring. He allegedly was Venmoing a string of underage girls over and over when he was in his 30s. And Speaker of the House Mike Johnson helped him cover up the release of that. Just straight up cover it up. In fact, he played defense for Matt Gaetz just long enough for Matt Gaetz to resign at the last minute so the full investigation didn't have to come out. I loathe the fact that the Republican Party tries to claim that they're the pro-children, anti-pedophile one, just because they engage in wild conspiracy theories about Hillary Clinton and Pizzagate and all this crazy stuff. I don't know, do you guys know about demonstrable insane stuff that Matt Gaetz does, that the President of the United States does, that
and why did Al Franken resign?
At the very least covers up, then, you know,
without all the hoopla?
Republican. If there was a Democratic Speaker of the House covering this up, this is what they would ask. They would say, is Speaker of the House Mike Johnson in the files? What is he hiding? Has he been to Epstein Island? That's what Tucker Carlson would do. He would be like, I'm just asking questions here. I do want to also point out, this part is important. Members of the House Oversight Committee, according to a new report, will meet privately with victims of Epstein next week, the Washington Post reported, as Epstein's victims and their attorneys have publicly lashed out against the Trump administration's handling of the late financier's case, including the DOJ's recent interview.